The NBA world is on fire with the latest Warriors bombshell. Can you imagine a lineup where Stephen Curry, Jimmy Butler, and Giannis Antetokounmpo all wear the Golden State jersey? It sounds impossible, right? But shocking new reports suggest that Giannis could be on his way to the Bay, and the deal is heating up fast. Add in rising international star Kai Sotto, and you've got a team that could dominate the league for years. This is no ordinary rumor, this is a potential power shift in the NBA. If this move goes through, it could be the biggest in Warriors history. Stay tuned, because what we're about to uncover will leave every NBA fan speechless. What just happened in the NBA has left everyone stunned, and if you're a Golden State Warriors fan, you're probably still trying to process the sheer madness. Word on the street is, Giannis Antetokounmpo, yes, the Greek freak himself, might actually be joining forces with Stephen Curry and Jimmy Butler in San Francisco. That's right, Warriors fans, we're not talking about rumors anymore, we're talking about a potential historic shift in the NBA's power structure. It's the kind of move that could change the fate of an entire franchise and send shockwaves through every single team in the league. Imagine this: Curry's shooting brilliance, Butler's relentless hustle, and Giannis' unstoppable dominance all wearing Warriors jerseys. It sounds like a fantasy lineup from an all-star game, but insiders are saying it's closer to reality than we ever thought possible. And if that wasn't enough, Golden State is also quietly making a push for one of the most intriguing international prospects, Kai Sotto. The Warriors front office is working overtime, and the chess moves they're planning could be franchise-defining. Let's rewind and understand how we even got here. The Warriors, once the undisputed kings of the NBA, have found themselves struggling with consistency. Despite the brilliance of Curry and the leadership of Steve Kerr, something has felt missing. Injuries, chemistry issues, and tough playoff exits have dimmed the shine of what was once considered a dynasty. Management knows that time is ticking, especially with Steph Curry in his mid-30s. They know that if they're going to make one last legendary run, they need reinforcements, and not just any reinforcements. They need a superstar. Enter Giannis Antetokounmpo. The Bucks have been a force in the Eastern Conference, but cracks are starting to show. After underwhelming playoff performances and internal frustrations, Giannis has started to evaluate his legacy. He's won MVPs, he's got a ring, but like every all-time great, he wants more. He wants to build a dynasty. And what better way to do that than by teaming up with two of the most respected and battle-tested veterans in the league, Steph Curry and Jimmy Butler. Behind the scenes, conversations have reportedly been happening. Warriors executives have been exploring ways to free up cap space, move assets, and construct a deal that would be palatable for Milwaukee while also building the scariest trio in the NBA. This isn't just about talent, it's about creating a winning culture that can dominate for years. Giannis, Curry, and Butler are all players who care deeply about winning, about teamwork, about playing the game the right way. And here's where it gets even more interesting: Jimmy Butler has reportedly been heavily involved in these discussions. Sources close to the situation claim that Butler and Giannis have developed a mutual respect for each other over the years, stemming from their intense battles in the playoffs and shared competitive drive. Butler, already a key piece of the Warriors' recent surge, knows what it takes to win, and he wants more dogs on the court with him. Giannis fits that bill perfectly. Now, let's talk about the ripple effects. If this move happens, the Warriors aren't just forming a super team, they're creating an entirely new style of play that would terrify opponents. Imagine Curry stretching defenses out to the three-point line, Giannis bulldozing through the paint, and Butler locking down the opposing team's best player. It's a nightmare matchup scenario for any coach. And this is where Kai Sotto comes into the picture. Sotto, the 7'2" Filipino phenom, has been making noise overseas and gaining serious traction among NBA scouts. The Warriors have kept a close eye on his development and are reportedly interested in bringing him in as part of their future core. His size, skill set, and international appeal could be the perfect complement to a roster loaded with veterans and stars. The idea is to pair experience with youth to build for now and for the future. With Giannis and Butler holding down the defensive side and Curry dazzling from beyond the arc, Sotto could be the X factor who quietly grows into a dominant presence. The Warriors have always been great at developing talent. Just look at how they shaped players like Draymond Green and Jordan Poole. Bringing in Sotto wouldn't just be a basketball move, it would be a cultural one too, opening doors to millions of international fans and expanding the Warriors' global reach. Now, let's be real, none of this happens without major sacrifices. The Warriors would likely have to part ways with key assets. Young talents like Jonathan Kuminga, Moses Moody, or even Kevin Looney might be included in a trade package to secure Giannis. Draft picks would be in play, and the front office would need to pull off financial gymnastics to make the cap space work. But if there's any team in the league that's willing to go all in for another title run, it's Golden State. Steph Curry is still playing at an elite level. He's shown no signs of slowing down, and his leadership has been crucial during the team's ups and downs. But he can't carry the load alone forever. Adding Giannis would not only preserve Curry's longevity, it would unlock a whole new chapter for the franchise. And Jimmy Butler? He's the heart and soul, the kind of player who raises everyone's intensity. Together, this trio would be one of the most dangerous combinations the league has ever seen. And let's not forget Steve Kerr. The mastermind coach who orchestrated multiple championship runs is fully on board with retooling the roster. Kerr knows the game is evolving. He sees the rise of teams like the Nuggets, the Celtics, and the young Thunder squad. If the Warriors want to stay in the mix, they need a bold move. A once-in-a-generation kind of move. Getting Giannis would be exactly that. But wait, it doesn't stop there. Warriors insiders have hinted that talks with Giannis are just the beginning. If Sotto is brought in as well, the Warriors could be building a team that competes now and dominates later. A blend of experience, grit, and young talent ready to learn. It's not just about this season, it's about establishing a legacy that could rival the original Warriors dynasty. Fans would flock to Chase Center to witness history in the making. Jersey sales, ticket demand, TV ratings, it would all skyrocket. And you know what? The rest of the NBA is scared. Because if this goes through, no team will be able to match that combination of size, speed, shooting, and mental toughness. The Warriors wouldn't just be back, they'd be better than ever. This potential move could also trigger a domino effect across the league. Other teams will scramble to form their own super teams. Free agents will start looking at Golden State as the destination. And most importantly, it sends a clear message: the Warriors aren't done. Not even close. So what happens next? Well, all eyes are on the front office. Fans are refreshing Twitter, scouring insider reports, and waiting for that WOJ bomb or Shams alert that could confirm what might be the biggest trade of the decade. Until then, the speculation continues.